everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star the Flippin' Hippo. Today is Monday, January 13th, and because it's a Monday, that means it's time for What's Sold on eBay! Just like every week, guys, I'm going to take you on a little stroll through our Instagram and show you our photos from every day of the past week with our packages, just to kind of give you an idea of the volume. And then we're going to jump over to eBay and look at some of the items that sold that I picked out to show you. I always try to show you a good mix of bolos, bread and butter brands, and then if I had made any mistakes or sold something I should never have sourced, I try to show that to you guys as well, so you can learn from my mistakes. And as always, I do start with the plush, and I show you all the plush that sold. We only sold 3 plush this week, but we will look at all 3 of them. Sales are kind of down right now a little bit. You can see right here, this is today's photo. So for the weekend, we had 21 sales. We should be around 30. We actually should be above 30 at this point because we have like 2,030 active listings on eBay, right around there. So our 0.5% sell-through rate should be right around 10, 11 a day. And so we should be at the very minimal 30, and weekends are busier. So weekends are supposed to be busier. Let me say that. So we're a little shy of where we should be of the 0.5% sell-through rate on our store overall. That's historically what we've always done. We're still holding steady at a 1% sell-through rate on remotes. Individually, just that category. But I kind of feel like there is usually a little slowdown in January. There's that time right after Christmas. Everyone has spent all their money. They spent all the money on the holidays, and then they got money for Christmas's gifts, and they've already spent that. And now we're all waiting for our tax returns. So I kind of feel like that's this time right now. It's that time after everyone has spent their money, and they're waiting on their money. And things should start picking up as tax returns come in. I will say, for those of you that are new, that haven't been through a Q1 or the first quarter yet, or if you haven't sold through a tax return season yet, it's a really good time of year for used clothing sellers. A lot of used clothing sellers will say that like the February to April period is their Q4. It's when they sell the most because people are willing to spend money on themselves, and they're looking for those brands and clothing that they really enjoy or that they like to wear, but they can't afford at retail prices. So they come onto eBay looking for them used to spend a little less. All right, let's jump on in. So like I said, today we had 21 sales and 20 packages. One of our eBay buyers bought 2 shirts. So there were 19 eBay sales and 2 on Poshmark. Hannah, the pink hippo, is sitting on both of the Poshmark sales. I did want to point out the guy that bought 2 t-shirts, they were both Star Wars. And in this top box that Hannah is on is a pair of Skechers with Star Wars on them. Star Wars is pretty hot right now, guys. The Mandalorian's very popular. Baby Yoda clearly is popular. And the new movie, The Rise of Skywalker, just came out. So if you see Star Wars stuff, it's still hot. Grab it up. Last Monday we had 30 packages, 26 eBay sales, and 4 on Poshmark. Pretty good weekend last weekend. And then on Tuesday we had 6 eBay sales. Wednesday we had 6 eBay sales. There's a pattern here. Thursday we had 8, and Friday we had 6. So we're not really hitting our 10 a day right now. I think it's going to start picking up, though, as people start to file their taxes. All right, let's jump over to eBay. We'll start with the plush because they're my favorite. You guys are looking at a bear. You're looking at a bear in case you didn't realize that this was a bear. It's a Millennium Bear from Gund Kaufman's. I have like 5 of these or 4. I forget. They're different. They all have different sweaters and stuff. I got them from one yard sale over the summer. She had them out, and she had them priced pretty expensive, but I talked her into letting me get all of them for like a really nice deal. I want to say they came out to $1 a piece, Keith said he thought maybe 50 cents. This is the first one to have sold, but they did sit around for a while before I got them listed. This one had a little bit of damage on his hood there, which I disclosed. I do have 2 of this exact one. The other one has tags and he's in better shape. He's listed for more money. So the bear sold for $17. I did accept the best offer of $17 on the bear because he weighs like 3 pounds and he was very expensive to ship. You can see here they picked economy shipping to save a little bit of money, which is USPS parcel. And he went in the large box that I'm always talking about, you guys, the 12 by 12 by 8 box. It's called the large mailing box. You can order it for free off of the postal website. And I put all of our really big, over a pound plush in those boxes. Because if they don't fit in that box, then you're going to start looking at paying for dimensions and it gets pretty astronomical. So I always try to make sure that they're going to shove down in that box if I'm going to list them. Otherwise, if they're really big, I'd probably try to sell them locally. Or if there's something really popular or super cool or super unique or neat, and you know that someone's going to be willing to pay $20 to have it shipped, that's fine, but not something like this. So he did ship in one of those boxes, priority. And we did not send him parcel. We sent him priority. When the buyers pay for the economy shipping, it's cheaper for them, what they're looking at, the retail prices when they check out. When we go in the back end to print the labels, it's always a couple cents cheaper for us to just go ahead and use priority. So we do that for them and they consider it an upgrade and they get it faster and everybody's happy. I sold a dandy dog. This guy looks like a pound puppy, doesn't he? He's not, though. He is a dandy collector's choice. He came from the Goodwill, 50 cents. He sold for $18, best offer, and shipped first class, and I've had it in the poly bag. And there is an alligator somewhere. There he is. Sold this alligator for $10 on a best offer. He was 50 cents at the Goodwill. And he shipped first class in a poly bag. And that was the only 3 plush we sold this week. Then we sold this Cintas chef jacket. Guys, I wanted to show this to you for sure. Uniforms in general are a bolo. If you find like security guard shirts, chef jackets, chef pants, even like branded like Starbucks and McDonald's employee uniforms and things like that do really well. So these are a bolo. This black chef jacket costed 99 cents at the Goodwill and sold for $24.01. Shipped in a poly. I sold 2 pairs of these Gloria Vanderbilts, just to kind of show them to you real quickly. Gloria Vanderbilt to me is a bread and butter. I get it for 99 cents. I get the jeans if they're size 14 or larger, or if they're unique in some way. These were brown, so even though they're only a size 8, I picked them up because they're brown. And these were a size 16, and they had an elastic waist, which sometimes people who wear these larger sizes like those elastic waists because they're comfortable. So I always pick them up if they're 99 cents. I just consider them a good bread and butter. This pair sold for $24.94. This black pair sold for $18.70, and they both shipped in padded flats. I picked these up because they were unique looking. They were 99 cents at the Goodwill. I had never heard of London Jean. They were just a size 10, but they were unique, gray plaid. They've been around for a couple months. I would say they sold on an average length of time for clothing, as far as clothing being long tail. 99 cents. They sold for $13.12, and they shipped in a poly bag, first class. Here we have some Citizens of Humanity. This is a good brand of jeans. It used to do a lot better than it does now. It's one of those brands that kind of got ran down, but it's still a good brand to pick up. It does really well, for me at least. I paid 99 cents for this pair, and they did sit for long enough that I decided to drop the price and then charge shipping. So I had them up for $23 originally with free ship. I dropped the price to $15 and charged $8 shipping, which comes out the same, and they sold that way pretty quickly. Sold some shorts. I've been selling shorts already, guys, so people are starting to buy shorts. So get them up if you have them, or start looking for them when you're outsourcing. We are getting into where spring's like 2 months away, 3 months away, and people are already buying shorts and swimsuits. I think people go on cruises and stuff this time of year. But anyway, these Hollister booty shorts, jean shorts were 99 cents at the Goodwill, and they sold for $22.56, and they shipped in a poly. Hollister is an example of a brand that I won't touch shirts or jeans or anything like that anymore. They don't do well, but the booty shorts do. These shorts sold for more than a whole pair of jeans would typically sell for, and they're size 0. So just wanted to show you guys those. Make sure you're picking up your booty shorts as we get towards spring. I did show these Miss Me jeans and the jeans that sold video. They're size 28. They have the nice embellished pockets, and they sold for a best offer of $43. They were $6.99 at the Goodwill, and they shipped in a padded flat. This Columbia shirt we found over the summer at a yard sale for $1, brand new in the bag with tags. It took a while to sell. I think it's because it's a medium. I feel like if it had been a large or an extra large PFG new in the bag like this, it would have sold a lot faster. It has the Omni shade. We do always pick up Columbia PFG or Omni shade, things like that. So it was $1 at the yard sale. We accepted a best offer of $19, and the shirt shipped in a poly bag first class. Here we have some 7 for All Mankind jeans. 7 for All Mankind that are not dojos are kind of like just bread and butter. Dojos are bolos. We just sold a pair of those recently for $60. $60. But these 7 for All Mankinds that are not dojos don't do as well. So I consider these bread and butter anymore. And I accepted a best offer of $20.50 on this pair. They were 99 cents, and they shipped in a padded flat. You guys may remember these from the Thread Up box recently. These were right around $2, give or take some cents if you had counted everything up in the box. Shipping was free on it. So each pair of jeans out of that box was right around $2. And these were so cool and unique. I did accept the best offer of $35 on these. They sold within 2 days of being listed. And they shipped in a padded flat. Alright, let's talk about remotes real quick, guys. We sold 21 remotes over the past week, which is keeping a nice steady just over 1% sell-through rate on them, which is what they should do. 1 to 2 being electronics. The remotes that we sell came out of a pallet that we purchased. Those of you that have been longtime viewers on the channel, you're probably tired of hearing about the remotes. But if you're new, we purchased 3,000 remotes on a pallet. And it was right over $1,600 to get them shipped. So they were like 52 cents a remote. We're still listing them. Trust me, there's still a ton more to go through. They are selling at a 1% sell-through rate, and they sell anywhere from $7 all the way up to $40, $50, $60 depending on the remote. And we're just kind of working through the remotes as they came out of the Gaylord that they came in. We did not sort them or do anything when we took them out of the Gaylord. We just boxed them up, stacked them up on top of each other. They're up in our serial killer room, which is our storage room, and we just work through a box at a time. We take a box down. Keith tests them. I clean them. He photographs them and lists them. We have like a nice little system going now. But they sell for anywhere from $8 to $40 or $50. Like I said, some of them are even more expensive. We just work through them a little bit at a time. And then every week I kind of just tell you guys how many we sold. I'm not going to sit here and show you 21 remotes. And then I show you some that are kind of more exciting. So this is a Panasonic TV remote control. There is its number there for you, the serial number. And you guys can look at that. And if you guys see these when you're out and about sourcing, this is one that you should pick up if you find for less than $1. And this Toshiba DVD remote control. This one sold for $16.87, and this one sold for a best offer of $20. All remote shipped first class. They weigh anywhere from 2 ounces. I think the heaviest one I've ever seen was like 7 or 8. And we ship them in the yellow craft mailer, like the padded yellow mailers. Alright guys, let me know how things are going for you down in the comments. I love to hear from you. Let me know how your sales are doing. Let me know what you think. Hit the thumbs up before you leave. It really helps the channel. If you're not in our Facebook group, you should be. It's a really wonderful reselling group. It's called Flippin' Hippo's Reseller Pod. You can find a link in the description box down below to join the group. If you haven't already and you'd like to, please subscribe to our channel and help us feed a hungry hippo. You can find us also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We're at Flippin' Hippos across all social media. And you can always email us at flippinhipposhelp@gmail.com. Until next time, guys, go be productive and go make some money. As always, thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. Bye.